Hello everyone, my name is Abhijit and we are learning LLMOps from the very foundational level. So let's get started. So today is the single most important idea in this whole foundational phase. If this one lands, everything else, every command, every script, every CD into the folder, instructions for the rest of the course gets easier. If it doesn't land, we slow down here, not later. So let's do a quick recall. What character represents the root of the file system tree? That is slash. Name three top level directories and what each is for. So etc stores your configurations. Boot stores your booting related files. Bin stores your binaries and the commands that we saw in the 6 commands in day 0b. So few of those commands will be in bin. Where has the growing files, like for example the logs of the application. opt we install optional softwares there. So these are few files, the top level folders that we have. What's the difference between mkdir and touch? So mkdir creates a directory, whereas touch creates a file if it doesn't exist, and it updates the timestamp on existing file if there is a file already created. Good. Now let's go next. So absolute paths. An absolute path always starts with a forward slash, the root. It's the complete address from the very top of the tree. And here's the key property. It means the exact same thing no matter where you currently are standing. Home student notes day1 hello.txt always points at the exact file, whether you are sitting in root, in temp, anywhere. Rule of thumb, start with slash. It's absolute. Full address, always reliable. A little longer to type, but it's reliable. Relative paths. A relative path does not start with slash. It's directions from wherever you currently are. Your current working directory. Exactly what pwd shows you. Notes day1 hello.txt. If you are in the parent folder, then it will go to the notes day1 hello.txt. If you are in your home folder, for example, it only makes sense to relative paths when you are standing right now. The same text means something completely different depending on your current location when you type it. And here's the reveal. This is exactly what you did all of yesterday without me naming it. You went into notes day1 hello.txt without realizing that you are using the relative path the entire time. 4 special symbols, 4 shortcuts, and they are not extra syntax to memorize separately. They are just relative paths with reserved meaning. Dot, here, the current working directory itself. Dot dot, up one level, the parent directory. Tilde, your home directory. Absolute, no matter where you currently are. And dash, used specifically with cd dash, the previous directory you were in just in. A quick way to bounce back and forth between the two places while you are working. So now prove it to you myself. We'll do a live session with all these commands. You can take a screenshot of this and practice it yourself as well. So let's run the cd tilde. We have gone home. Let me go into another directory and then run. So if you see here, we are in /etc. But if you do cd tilde, where we will be in our home again. Note the absolute path with the pwd that shows you. Now let's do cd slash. What happens here? We go to root. If we run ls or ls home, we see the relative path from root, listing what's inside /home. Now same location, let's run ls/home. This is absolute this time. However, the results are same. Two different ways to describe it because your current location happened to make the relative one work too. Now watch this. we are going cd tmp, then try ls home as we tried earlier. It says no such file or directory. It fails, nothing useful, because relative to slash tmp there is no home folder inside it. But ls slash home works from anywhere. It shows whatever is present in the working directory, in the absolute path. That experiment is the whole lesson. Now let's work on the next piece of the demo. Now in this demo, let's move around on purpose. Again, screenshot this and play around with it. Along with me, you can follow in the terminal as well. So let's do cd tilde slash practice notes day 1. So we go there directly. Now let's do cd dot dot. We are in one level up. Let's check it. Let's do pwd. In fact, let's again go to tilde practice notes day 1. Let's do a pwd here, and let's go again cd dot dot, and let's do a pwd here. We see that we have went from the target directory to a directory which is one level up. Now let's do cd dot dot again, and let's do pwd again. We are in home Abhijit practice. Now let's do cd dot. Nothing should change. Let's prove it with pwd. Before and after, it's the exact same path. Let me clear my window and let's continue again. cd tilde, we jump directly to the home. cd dash, we go into the previous working directory, the last place that we were. Let's do cd dash again, cd dash again. So we can see that we are toggling between the directory which we were earlier and the directory which we are now in. Do these toggles 2-3 times until you feel automatic. Now the safety net. Let's get lost on purpose, then get found. This is the last exercise. So let's go straight into the demo. cd slash var log. And you would be wondering how I am typing so fast. So it's a simple trick. We do cd, and when we pass the argument, we just write one character and press tab. That auto completes. It is called as autocomplete. So now let's do cd dot dot again, that slash dot dot again, and slash. Now before running pwd again, guess out loud where you think you landed and why. Now let's check pwd. Whenever you are genuinely unsure where you are, pwd tells you exactly where you are, and cd tilde always gets you back home safe. No matter how lost you got, that combination is your safety net for the rest of this course. Now let's do a quick recap. So absolute starts with slash, works from anywhere, always reliable. Relative depends on where you are standing right now. Dot is the here. Dot dot is one level up. Tilde is always home. Dash is your last location. Now homework. Pick 5 real places on your machine, etc, var log, your home directory, a subfolder of practice, tmp. For each one, navigate to it 2 ways, once with a full absolute path, once with a relative path from wherever you currently are, and write down both commands. 3 questions. What's the one character that tells you a path is absolute? Anything that is starting with root that tells you that the path is root. Why does the same relative path behave differently depending on where you run it? As relative path is relative to where you are standing right now. That's the reason you will find few files or folders from a specific directory only. But if you try to run it from a different directory, it won't work. And last question, what does cd dash do? So it switches between the directories. Now good. Tomorrow is 0e. the last day before we go back and make sense of day one's boot story with everything you now have in your hands.